reporting live here at Eisenhower for the 9/11 Candlelight Vigil. And as you see here, we have various different names up here of many victims that lost their lives. They were for so many different walks of life. The city, Long Island, United States, Nassau County, Hempstead, Levittown, Rockville Center. So many people lost their lives. Some even lost their lives saving others. So each year that goes by, when that day comes up, we remember the pain, the agony, the hurt, and we all come together and we share those memories.
How you feeling, Barbara? How you feeling?
Been a long time. Say hi to my viewers.
Hello. Hello, Barbara Basket View.
So this is like what, the 13th year now, right?
13th.
I haven't seen you in quite some time. So we're here to cover this on Hunt. So you have anything to say to my viewers? It's 13 years later. Is anything changed?
This is a day where Nassau County residents come together, remember those that were lost on that tragic day. Remember the firefighters, first responders, police, Port Authority, doctors, nurses that ran into the towers to try to save lives and lost their own. And it's a day that we remember those that are still struggling from post-September 11 illnesses, first responders, and all those that came to aid. It's a very solemn day here. It's a peaceful day. It's a day for the families.
Do you think that now that Osama bin Laden has been murdered, captured, killed, do you think that eases the pain for any of the victims that lost loved ones on that day?
I don't think anything can ease the pain of losing, a loved one, especially by murder. So I don't think it does. It's just a very difficult time for us.
Well, you know what?
All right,
we want to
Barbara.
thank you, Mr. Magano.
Thank you.
This is Barbara Baskets reporting live here on location at Eisenhower Park.
Diane Marie Urban, John Damian Vicacchio, and my big brother, FDNY firefighter Michael Kiefer. The day you were taken from us was the day that a piece of our hearts were taken, never to be whole again. 13 years may have passed, but the pain of losing you only grows stronger. Thank you for sending us our two beautiful angels, Michael Anthony and Jack Michael. We know you were with them, protecting them as they both had a rough start in the world. It is obvious that you have met them before we did, the way that they look at your picture with their big, beautiful smiles. Please watch over them always, protect them and keep them safe. Until our family is whole again, we will continue to honor your memory and make sure your sacrifice is not forgotten. We love you with all of our broken hearts. God bless the troops and God bless all the recovery workers.
Peter Christopher Frank, Morton H. Frank, Brett Freeman, Arlene Freed, and my father, Billy Dean. We love and miss you.
Jr. Timothy G. Byrne.
Frank
Michael
J.
Cahill.
Vignola Jr.
My wife, Mary Weaver.
Joshua S. Vitale. Garo Voskerigian. Glenn James Wall. Mitchell Scott Wallace. Charles Waters. Patrick J. Waters Jr. Walter E. Weaver. Dinah Webster. Stephen Weinberg. David Martin Weiss. Mary Lenz Weeman. Glenn E. Wilkinson. Crossley Williams Jr. William Eben Wilson. Glenn J. Winnick. David Wiswall, Michael Wittenstein, William Wren, John W. Wright Jr., Raymond York, Joseph Zaccoli, Ira Zaslow, Paul Zoyce, Joseph J. Zucala, Andrew Stephen Zucker, Chris Robert Hughes, and my sister Donna Ann Wilson.
Barbara Baskets is back better than ever. The ceremony just ended. This is a really, really sad, solemn day as we near the 13th anniversary of 9/11. What would you like to say to my viewers?
After being a part of the ceremony and seeing the heart-wrenching words that so many of the family members have spoken about their loved ones, it just reaffirms that we can never forget what happened that day, and we have to vow to never let it happen again. So we thank everybody who made the sacrifice. We thank all of our men and women in the armed forces, and we pray that it never happens again.
Well, in light of the fact, this year is different, Linda. We know Osama bin Laden has been captured and murdered. Do you think that eases the pain for any of the victims, knowing that he's no longer out there on the loose, but he is in fact dead?
I guess maybe that can maybe brings a little closure to it. I think though, when you love somebody so much, there is always a hole in your heart, and it's hard to fill that no matter what. So I just pray for everyone who lost them.
And it's another thing, we must always remember that, Linda, we're never really safe. Egg McGannell's working diligently to do everything he can to make Nassau County a better place to live. But terrorists are always out there. We see it on the news going on in states, murder. It's always a terror attack, and they really don't care who they destroyed or what lives they destroyed. So as we remember 9/11 on Heart and Soul here, we would like to pray for all you victims out there that are suffering, that lost loved ones. May God give you some peace.